strange person.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the sketches from Monty Python we can't help constantly referencing.
Have you got anything without spam in it? Well, spam, egg, sausage and spam. It's not got much spam in it. I don't want any spam.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 20. The Holy Hand Grenade.
Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade.
One of Monty Python's most hilariously drawn-out scenes is when the rabbit of Keerbanog meets its demise. This nefarious bunny is taken down by Brother Maynard's Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch, which is not confusingly explained by Maynard's brother.
And Saint Attila raised the hand grenade up on high, saying, O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits, in thy mercy.
The monk's explanation is ridiculously long, making it a challenge to get through this scene with your sides intact.
And the Lord spake, saying, First shalt thou take out the holy pin, then shalt thou count to 3, no more, no less. 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
For those unaware, it's inspired by the globus cruciger, a famous orban cross used in medieval religious imagery. As you can expect, these weren't explosive, making them a poor choice for exploding unusually powerful rabbits.
Amen. Right. 1, 2, 5. 3, sir. 3.
Number 19. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Is your wife a goer, hey? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, 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 nudge. Know what I mean? Say no more. Know what I mean?
Our next entry comes from the 3rd episode of Flying Circus, but it's since become a staple, so you may have seen various iterations of it. It centres around Eric Idle approaching Terry Jones in a pub, then asking painfully awkward questions about his love life.
I beg your pardon?
Your wife, does she go? Hey? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge. Say no more.
It was so popular that even Elvis Presley supposedly referenced it frequently.
Still. Whoa! Hey? Whoa! Hey?
Look, are you insinuating something?
Oh!
It's pretty unique because it ends with a traditional punchline, unlike most of their sketches, which tend to come to abrupt, surreal conclusions. A lesser-known fun fact about it is that it was created for Ronnie Barker, but he wasn't impressed by the script, so it became a Python bit.
I mean, like, you've done it. I mean, you slept with a lady.
Yes.
What's it like?
Number 18. Swallow Science.
What? Ridden on a horse? Yes. You're using coconuts. What? You've got 2 empty halves of coconut and you're banging them together. So?
The first scene of Holy Grail, excluding the ridiculous moose credits, sees the heroic King Arthur struggling to assert his authority over a pair of guards. Though perplexed by his decision to replace his horse with a squire and some coconuts, failing to realise the film had a minuscule budget.
Where did you get the coconuts? We found them. Found them? In Mercia, the coconut's tropical. What do you mean? Well, this is a temperate zone.
They then end up in an argument over how the coconuts were acquired, getting comically focused on whether or not a swallow could have carried them.
Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? Not at all. They could be carried. What? A swallow carrying a coconut? It could grip it by the husk.
With modern science on our side, we can finally accurately answer this question. On average, a coconut is 34 times the weight of a European swallow, making it likely impossible for one to carry a coconut.
Listen, in order to maintain airspeed velocity, a swallow needs to beat its wings 43 times every second, right? Please! Am I right? I'm not interested.
Number 17. The Knights Who Say Ni.
Who are you? We are the knights who say... Ni.
Another especially absurd sketch from Holy Grail is the Knights of Ni. They're a group of intimidating knights, and they get their way by shouting Ni at people for some unexplainable reason.
Not the knights who say Ni. The same!
Then they go on to request a shrubbery from our heroes until finally being foiled by the word it. As you can expect, it's referencing nothing at all historical.
We want... a shrubbery! A what?
It's instead a satirisation of 20th century medieval research, alongside poking fun at Middle English, which was a nightmare to pronounce on account of the great vowel shift. Hysterically, in the play Spamalot, they changed their Achilles heel from being the word it to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
We are now no longer the knights who say we are now the knights who say eki fatang zoom boing. Therefore, we must give you a test.
What is this test, O knights who till recently said ni?
Firstly, you must find another shrubbery.
Number 16. He's not the Messiah.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away. Who are you? I'm his mother, that's who.
This is a quote so celebrated that it became the name for Eric Idle's oratorio, based on the life of Brian. It comes from one of the most memorable scenes in the original picture, which says a lot given that every single moment is ingrained in our brains.
There's no Messiah in here. There's a mess all right, but no Messiah. Now go away. Right, my lad, what have you been up to?
It's not just Brian's mother we can't stop quoting. We also love that random extra in the crowd who confidently announced he's not an individual.
You're all different. Yes, we are all different. I'm not.
It's one of the most side-splitting moments in the movie, and interestingly, it was completely improvised. The Pythons loved it so much that the extra was given a pay rise, and the line was left in.
I'm not the Messiah. Will you please listen? I am not the Messiah. Do you understand? Honestly.
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity. What?
Number 15. The Bridgekeeper.
Ask me the questions, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid.
What is your name?
Sir Robin of Camelot.
Also known as the Old Man from Scene 24, the Bridgekeeper turns out to be a formidable foe for the Knights of the Round Table.
Is your favourite colour?
Blue.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Assuming they know not only their favourite colour, but also the capital of Assyria.
I don't know that.
The gang first meets him in Scene 24, then he teleports King Arthur to the Knights who say ni. His whimsical questions have been repeated countless times by fans in the 50 years since he first asked them. And if you are still wondering, the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow is roughly 20 miles per hour for a European one, and then double that for an African one. The specific species isn't stated though, so don't take these figures as fact on the Bridge of Death.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
Huh? I don't know that.
Number 14. Argument Clinic.
Is this the right one for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
Like most of the greatest sketches from Flying Circus, this one was recreated multiple times following its first recording.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
It featured John Cleese and Graham Chapman having a priceless argument, with Cleese doing a terrible job at it.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
Well, it's not actually priceless, as it's a business, and it costs by the minute. The modern internet adds an extra layer of humour to it too, as it feels exactly like a social media comments section, despite being written in the 70s. It's such a quotable sketch that it's even used for teaching English grammar in some places.
Argument's an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Not at all.
No, look.
Thank you. Morning.
Number 13. She's a witch.
What makes you think she's a witch? Well, she turned me into a newt. A newt.
I got better.
Burn already!
Holy Grail is a movie loaded with witty remarks, hence why it's appeared on our list so many times. Yet another standout exchange of dialogue comes when King Arthur stumbles upon a village eager to burn a witch.
We have found the witch. May we burn her?
How do you know she is a witch? She looks like one.
Yes, she looks like a witch.
Bring her forward.
I'm not a witch, I'm not a witch.
It's loaded with lines you can't forget, making it a scene many consider the film's peak. As you can guess, it's a satire of real-life witch trials.
So, why do witches burn?
Because they're made of wood.
Good!
Those happened centuries after the movie is set though, so it's not accurate in that respect. Although if it was, then it probably wouldn't be a particularly funny watch. Number 12. Dead Parrot.
Now that's what I call a dead parrot.
No, it's stunned.
Graham Chapman became the first Python to tragically lose his life in 1989, and at his memorial service, John Cleese famously quoted the Parrot sketch. The sketch was conceived by both Cleese and Chapman, inspired by a real-life interaction with a car salesman.
I wish to complain about this parrot what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
Like most of their greatest sketches, it's been performed tons of times since its first broadcast.
Hello, Polly! I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot!
There, it moved.
No, it didn't.
Part of the appeal comes from how relatable it is, with almost everyone having a similar story of poor customer service. It's so internationally famous that it was even referenced heavily in a Vancouver court case in 2021.
This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff. Bereft of life, it rests in peace.
Number 11. Political Peasant.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. Be quiet!
Monty Python's comedy was highly anti-authoritarian in its undertones, with few sketches displaying this better than the anarcho-syndicalist Peasant.
Didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship. A self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
Oh, there you go, bringing class into it again.
Shortly after the film begins, Arthur stumbles upon the pair digging a hole with their bare hands. It degenerates into Arthur attacking him after a hilariously eloquent political conversation. The discrepancy between a medieval peasant, from an era when most people couldn't read, having such strong opinions based on modern political theory, makes it side-splitting.
Well, I am king. Oh, king, eh? Very nice. And how'd you get that, eh? By exploiting the workers. By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma which perpetuates the economic and social differences in our society.
As you could expect, there weren't any established anarcho-syndicalist communes in medieval Britain.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system. Shut up!
Number 10. Romans Go Home.
What's this then? Romanes eunt domus. People call Romanes, they go the house.
It says Romans go home.
No, it doesn't.
A Python quote you can see graffitied across the UK is Romani ite domum. Alternatively, if whoever wrote it isn't well versed in Latin, or just wanted to upset a centurion, it could be spelled Romanes eunt domus.
So eunt is?
Third person plural, present indicative. There you go.
But Romans go home is an order, so you must use the...
Imperative.
And if you know your Monty Python trivia, you know the Latin is highly accurate. Before becoming a celebrated comedian, John Cleese taught Latin in schools, so there's a chance he had this exact interaction before, but with a young child.
Go home? This is motion towards, isn't it, boy?
Dative! No, dative, not the dative! No! The accusative! Domum!
This has made it feel more surreal over time, as learning Latin has been gradually phased out of British schools.
Right out 100 times.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar, sir.
Hail Caesar. If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar and everything, sir.
Number 9. And now for something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
This entry doesn't relate to one specific moment, but instead a plethora of bits from their first feature-length film. It's entirely sketches from Flying Circus, but remade to a higher quality and for an American audience.
And now for something completely different.
Between almost every sketch, we get a deadpan John Cleese repeating the film's title. As you might expect, it didn't make a splash in the States at first, probably because Americans weren't accustomed to our style of humour.
And now for something completely different.
Still, it's developed a massive fan base, like everything the Pythons ever did together. Since its release, the titular phrase has been repeated probably billions of times by fans.
And now for something completely different.
Number 8. What have the Romans ever done for us?
And what have they ever given us in return? The aqueduct? What?
This iconic interaction between revolutionaries is something still frequently discussed, not only among fans, but among actual scholars.
And the roads? Well, yeah, obviously the roads. I mean, the roads go without saying, don't they? But apart from the sanitation, the aqueduct and the roads... Irrigation? Medicine?
Whether or not the Romans truly did improve things for those they conquered is something people still debate. It's originally a rhetorical question, uttered by Cleese's character.
Yeah, that's something we'd really misread if the Romans left.
Public baths. And it's safe to walk in the streets at night now, Reg.
The joke comes from the deluge of genuine responses he receives. If you want to know what they really did for us, the BBC made a documentary in 2000 covering this exact topic. They did conquer and invade millions of people, but at the same time, aqueducts were pretty helpful.
Yeah, they certainly know how to keep order. Let's face it, the only ones who could in a place like this.
Number 7. It's just a flesh wound.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
I've heard worse.
If you had to choose a favourite of all their one-off characters, the Black Knight will definitely top a few people's lists. He only appears for a few minutes in Holy Grail, but he's easily one of the troupe's funniest characters ever conceived.
I move for no man.
So be it.
The knight refuses to let anyone pass unless you can best him in combat. Then it turns out he's probably immortal after losing all 4 of his limbs, then refusing to relent.
Said you've got no arms left.
Yes, I have.
Look!
Just a flesh wound.
Look, stop that!
Chicken! Chicken!
Look, I'll have your leg. Right!
It's an especially gory moment, but done so whimsically that it's hard to take seriously. Before the picture was released, the BBFC asked the Pythons to tone down the gore. Thankfully they didn't, or else this scene may have suffered severely.
Alright, we'll call it a draw.
Number 6. Wafer Thin Mint.
Good afternoon, sir, and how are we today?
Better.
Better?
Better get a bucket. I'm gonna throw up.
The Pythons' final feature-length film was The Meaning of Life. While it's not as celebrated as the 2 before it, it's still full to the brim with masterfully crafted jokes.
Et maintenant, would monsieur care for an aperitif, or would he prefer to order straight away?
You could easily argue its most famous is the Mr. Creosote sketch. The absurdly large character is played by Terry Jones, and the sketch concludes with him viscerally exploding after a small mint.
Finally, monsieur, a wafer thin mint.
Bah.
Oh, sir, it's only a tiny little thin one.
The moment was so funny that John Cleese could barely keep his cool when delivering his lines.
Just one. Just the one. Yeah. Voila.
While he obviously didn't really explode, minestrone soup was used for the fake vomit, and it did do significant damage at the restaurant where they filmed. Number 5. I fart in your general direction.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs! Go and boil your bottom, sons of a silly person! I'll blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King! You and all your silly English
When you think of the most savage insults in human history, there's a high chance this phrase popped into your head first. On their quest to find the Holy Grail, King Arthur stumbles upon this ridiculous Frenchman, played by John Cleese.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
What are you doing in England?
Mind your own business!
He then unleashes a torrent of side-splitting insults, which are so silly it's impossible to feel offended by them.
Don't don't want to talk to you no more, you empty-headed animal food trough whopper. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
You might not expect this, but it's inspired by a real-life event. In 1068, William the Conqueror seized Exeter, and according to a contemporary historian, one of the defenders farted in William's general direction from the battlements.
Fetchy la vache. Quoi? Fetchy la vache. If you do not agree to my commands, then I shall... Jesus Christ!
Number 4. Always look on the bright side of life.
Cheer up, Brian. You know what they say? Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse.
Their 1979 comedy masterpiece ends with the most famous track from their career.
When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best.
Always look on the bright side of life. It's a tune that wonderfully encapsulates the stiff upper lip attitude.
Always look on the light side of life.
In the face of hard times, Brits often try to joke about things to cheer ourselves up. It's so adored that at points it's been the most played funeral song in the UK, a statistic Americans online refuse to believe.
Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow.
At first it was simply a comedy track, but now it's barely contentious to call it the anthem of British culture.
So always look on the bright side of death.
Number 3. Spam.
Morning. Morning.
The aptly titled Flying Circus episode Spam ended with this sketch, penned by Jones and Palin. It shows two customers in a cafe that sells almost nothing but Spam, which also has a crowd of Vikings who randomly keep singing a Spam song.
Egg and spam, egg, bacon and spam, egg, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, bacon, sausage and spam, spam, egg, spam, spam, bacon and spam.
It came about because Spam was such a common food during World War II, people were fed up with it by the 1970s. If you showed one of the younger generations this sketch, they may assume it's referencing digital Spam.
Look, could I have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam? What do you mean? I don't like spam! Spam, 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 spam.
When actually, this scene is the exact place we get the term spam from, hence why it's earned itself a number 3 spot on our list.
My lower intestine is full of spam, egg, spam, bacon, spam, tomato, spam, spam. My nipples.
Number 2. Biggus Dickus.
Well, no, sir, I think it's a joke, sir. Like, Silly Osodus or Biggus Dickus, sir. What's, funny about Biggus Dickus? Well, it's a joke name, sir.
Pontius Pilate becomes the primary antagonist of Life of Brian, but he's also one of its most memorable characters.
Can I go now, sir? Wait till Biggus Dickus hears of this.
This is almost entirely on account of the company he keeps, plus his speech impediment. The two names he drops have become commonly used for things like prank calls, with both Biggus Dickus and Incontinentia Buttocks now being go-to fake names for many.
Disperse them? Because I haven't addressed them yet. No, I know, sir, but... My address is one of the high points of the Passover. My friend Biggus Dickus has come all the way from Rome just to hear it. Hail Caesar! Hail Fever!
Part of the reason this scene works so well is because of the extras. Quite a few conflicting stories exist online, but according to Michael Palin, when an extra broke into laughter, they decided to roll with it, resulting in comedy gold.
I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggus Dickus. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with rotten behavior like that.
Number 1. The Spanish Inquisition.
I don't know. Mr. Wentworth just told me to come in here and say that there was trouble at the mill, that's all. I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition. Nobody
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Bet you didn't expect this to take our top spot, did you? It became a popular phrase among Python fans almost instantly. In the early days of the web, it developed into an internet meme, prompting countless people to ask online why no one was expecting them.
Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise and fear. Fear and surprise. Our two weapons are fear and surprise. And ruthless efficiency. Our three weapons are fear and surprise and ruthless efficiency and an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope.
It's referencing the Spanish Inquisition from centuries prior, which a quick bit of research shows was somewhat expected. They'd give people 30-day grace periods where you could voluntarily confess before they'd begin harsher punishments. Switching the phrase to "no one expects the Spanish Inquisition to give us a month's notice" doesn't quite have the same ring to it though.
Amongst our weaponry are such elements as fear. I'll come in again.
I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
What Monty Python sketch do you quote the most frequently, and did it make it onto our top 20? Let us know in the comments below.